You look in the mirror one morning. Maybe you're getting dressed, or maybe you catch a glimpse of yourself reaching for something on a high shelf, and you notice it. That soft, loose skin on the back of your upper arms that was not there 10 years ago. You've tried cutting back on food. You've tried walking more. Maybe you even tried those arm exercises you saw in a magazine. But nothing seems to change that area. Most people are told that saggy arms after 55 are simply a fat problem. That if you just lost a little more weight, did a few more push-ups, or cut out carbohydrates, those arms would tighten right up. But what if I told you that in 99% of cases, saggy arms have almost nothing to do with fat and everything to do with something happening deep inside your skin and muscle tissue that no amount of dieting will ever fix on its own? Today, I'm going to show you exactly what is really causing that soft, loose appearance in your upper arms and 3 specific, simple things you can begin doing immediately, starting today, to genuinely tighten and firm that area in a way that actually works after 55. Stick with me to the end because what I share in the final section surprises almost every one of my patients, and most of them tell me they wish someone had explained this to them years ago. I'm Dr. Victoria Wells, and in nearly 30 years of working with older adults, I have had more conversations about upper arm skin than you might expect from a doctor. Because this is something that genuinely affects how my patients feel about themselves, their confidence, their willingness to wear short sleeves in the summer, their comfort raising their arms at a grandchild's birthday party, or reaching across the table at a family dinner. And for years, my patients have been blaming themselves, thinking they simply did not try hard enough, did not diet strictly enough, did not exercise consistently enough. I want to set the record straight today, because the real cause of saggy upper arms after 55 is a biological process, one that is completely understandable, completely addressable, and absolutely not your fault. This video is about understanding what is actually happening in your body and then giving you 3 practical, evidence-based tools to work with your biology instead of against it. So grab a pen and paper because you are definitely going to want to write this down. Let me start with the first remedy, and I want to begin here because this is the piece of the puzzle that almost nobody talks about, and yet it is the single most important factor in whether your upper arms tighten or continue to soften over time. I am talking about collagen, specifically the dramatic decline in collagen production that occurs in the skin and connective tissue of your upper arms beginning around the age of 50. Now, here's the myth I want to bust immediately. Most people think collagen is a beauty topic, something for facials and skincare creams, but collagen is not a cosmetic concern. It is a structural one. Collagen is the protein that gives your skin its firmness, its elasticity, its ability to snap back into place after being stretched. Think of collagen like the springs inside a good mattress. When those springs are strong and plentiful, the mattress holds its shape beautifully. It is supportive, firm, resilient. But when the springs begin to break down and thin out over time, the mattress starts to sag. The fabric on top, your skin, has not changed. But without the supportive structure underneath, it can no longer hold its former shape. After 50, your body's natural collagen production drops by approximately 1 to 2% every single year. By the time you are 65, you may have lost 20 to 30% of the collagen you had in your 40s. And the upper arms, because of the thinner skin in that area and the way the tricep muscle sits beneath it, are one of the first places where this loss becomes visually apparent. The extraordinary thing is that collagen production can be meaningfully supported, not reversed to your 30-year-old levels, but genuinely, measurably supported through specific nutritional choices made consistently every day. The most effective nutritional approach I recommend to my patients for collagen support is vitamin C combined with collagen supportive protein. Here's why the combination matters. Your body cannot produce collagen without adequate vitamin C. It is a biological requirement, like needing water to make tea. Vitamin C is the catalyst that converts the amino acids from your protein into usable collagen in your skin. So if you are eating protein but not enough vitamin C, your body simply cannot complete the collagen building process efficiently. Practical daily application looks like this. In the morning, have a glass of fresh orange juice or half a grapefruit alongside your eggs or Greek yogurt. The vitamin C from the citrus and the amino acids from the protein work together in a way that is far more effective than either alone. At lunch, add a handful of red bell pepper, which contains 3 times the vitamin C of an orange, to your salad or sandwich. At dinner, include a source of glycine-rich protein, bone broth, chicken with the skin on, or fish, which provides the specific amino acids your skin uses most directly for collagen synthesis. A study involving adults over 65 showed that those who supplemented with a combination of vitamin C and collagen peptides for 12 weeks showed measurable improvements in skin elasticity, including in the upper arm area compared to those who took neither. 12 weeks of consistent daily nutrition choices, creating visible, measurable change. That is the power of working with your biology. The second secret weapon I want to share with you today is one that surprises almost every patient I discuss it with, because it sounds almost too simple, and yet the evidence behind it is remarkably strong. I am talking about resistance training for the tricep muscle, but not in the way you're probably imagining. Here is the myth I need to address directly. Many seniors believe that arm exercises will not help saggy arms because the problem is skin, not muscle, and you cannot build skin. That is partially true. You cannot rebuild lost collagen through exercise alone. But here is what exercise does do and why it matters enormously. When you build and maintain the tricep muscle underneath the skin of your upper arm, you are essentially re-inflating the supportive structure beneath the surface. Think of it like a pillow inside a pillowcase. If the pillow inside is full and firm, the pillowcase, your skin, looks smooth, supported, and taut. If the pillow deflates, which is exactly what happens to muscle tissue when we stop using it, a process called sarcopenia, the pillowcase has nothing to hold it up and it begins to drape and sag regardless of how little fat is present. After 60, we lose muscle mass at a rate of 3 to 5% per decade. And in areas like the triceps, which are not heavily used in most daily activities, this loss can be even more pronounced. The result is that even slim, active seniors often have significant upper arm softness, not because of fat, but because of muscle loss that has gone unaddressed. The good news is that the tricep muscle responds remarkably well to resistance training at any age, including well into your 70s. A study involving adults over 65 showed that targeted resistance exercise for the upper arms, performed just 3 times per week for 8 weeks, resulted in meaningful increases in muscle volume and a measurable improvement in the appearance of upper arm skin firmness, even without any change in diet or body weight. 3 times per week, 8 weeks, no gym required. The exercises I recommend most frequently to my patients are chair-based and require no equipment at all. The first is a seated tricep dip using the arms of a sturdy chair. Simply place your hands on the chair arms, straighten your arms to lift your body slightly, and then lower slowly. Start with 5 repetitions and build to 15 over 2 weeks. The second is an overhead tricep extension using a water bottle as resistance. Hold the bottle in both hands, raise it above your head, and lower it slowly behind your neck before raising it again. These 2 exercises, done for 10 minutes, 3 times a week, begin to rebuild the supportive muscle structure beneath your upper arm skin in a way that creates genuine, visible change within 6 to 8 weeks of consistency. The third one surprises almost everyone, and when I explain it to my patients, many of them realize they have been unknowingly making this problem significantly worse without ever knowing it. The third major factor in upper arm firmness after 55 is hydration. Specifically, chronic mild dehydration and its effect on skin elasticity. Here is the myth. Most people believe that dry skin is a surface problem, something you address with lotion, with moisturizer, with topical creams. And yes, topical hydration helps. But the research is very clear that the elasticity and firmness of your skin is determined far more by your internal hydration level than by anything you apply to the outside. Think of your skin cells like grapes. A well-hydrated grape is plump, firm, resilient. It holds its shape beautifully. A dehydrated grape becomes a raisin, shriveled, loose, lacking the internal pressure that gives it structure. Your skin cells work on exactly the same principle. When they are well hydrated from the inside, they are plumper, more resilient, and more capable of maintaining the appearance of firmness. When they are chronically dehydrated, as the skin cells of many seniors are, because the thirst sensation decreases significantly with age, meaning you may be dehydrated without feeling thirsty, they lose that internal plumpness and the skin above them appears looser and more crepey. Crepey skin, that fine, tissue paper-like texture that often accompanies saggy upper arms, is one of the most direct visual indicators of chronic skin dehydration. And it is one of the most responsive to consistent internal hydration, particularly when combined with the collagen nutrition strategies I described earlier. A study involving adults over 65 showed that those who increased their daily water intake by just 2 additional glasses per day showed measurable improvements in skin hydration levels and skin elasticity within 4 weeks, with the most visible improvements occurring in thin-skinned areas such as the upper arms, the neck, and the hands. 4 weeks, 2 extra glasses of water per day. That is among the lowest effort, highest return investments you can make in the appearance and health of your skin. The practical daily application is straightforward. Begin every morning with a full glass of water before your coffee or tea. Your body has been without fluid for 7 or 8 hours overnight and is mildly dehydrated the moment you wake up. Keep a glass of water on the table beside your favorite chair throughout the day so it is always visible and accessible. Add water-rich foods to your daily meals. Cucumber slices with lunch, watermelon as an afternoon snack, celery sticks with dinner. And if you find plain water difficult to drink in large quantities, add a slice of lemon, a few mint leaves, or a small amount of unsweetened coconut water for flavor without added sugar. Now I want to share with you something about timing that completely changes the effectiveness of everything I've described today, and that most people, even those already making good choices, completely overlook. For years, we believed that the best time to address skin and muscle health was during the active parts of the day, that morning was for exercise, afternoon was for nutrition, and evening was for rest. But research now shows that the body's peak collagen synthesis, the process by which your body actually builds and repairs collagen in your skin, occurs during deep sleep, particularly in the first half of the night. This means that what you eat in the 2 to 3 hours before bed has a direct and meaningful impact on how effectively your body repairs and rebuilds the collagen in your skin while you sleep. The practical implication is this: a small bedtime snack that contains glycine-rich protein, a tablespoon of natural peanut butter, a small cup of warm bone broth, or a hard-boiled egg provides your body with the specific amino acids it needs to carry out its overnight collagen repair work most efficiently. This connects directly to senior daily life in a very real way. If you are already sleeping 7 to 8 hours per night, which I hope you are, because sleep is one of the most powerful anti-aging tools available to all of us, then those 7 to 8 hours are your body's prime collagen building window. Giving it the right nutritional raw materials before you sleep is like filling the gas tank before a long journey. Your body will use those resources exactly as intended, repairing and rebuilding while you rest. Let me give you clear, specific daily guidelines to take home from this video. For collagen nutrition, aim for at least 75 milligrams of vitamin C daily. That is 1 medium orange, half a red bell pepper, or a cup of strawberries, paired with 20 to 30 grams of quality protein at each meal. For resistance exercise, commit to 10 minutes of chair-based tricep work 3 times per week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday works well for most of my patients, and increase the resistance gradually over 8 weeks. For hydration, aim for a minimum of 6 to 8 glasses of water daily, distributed throughout the day rather than all at once, with 1 glass first thing in the morning and 1 small protein-containing snack before bed to support overnight collagen repair. If you weigh 150 pounds, your daily fluid target is approximately 75 ounces. That is roughly 9 to 10 standard glasses. Most of my patients notice a visible difference in skin texture and upper arm firmness within 14 to 21 days of consistent hydration alone, even before the exercise and collagen nutrition changes fully take effect. The cost of all 3 of these strategies combined is genuinely minimal. Water, citrus fruit, eggs, and 10 minutes of chair exercise 3 times a week. Think of it exactly like taking a daily vitamin. Small, consistent, daily inputs that accumulate over time into results you can see and feel. Here is the final combination tip I want to leave you with. The one that brings everything together and produces results that are genuinely greater than any single strategy alone. When you combine daily collagen supportive nutrition, consistent tricep resistance exercise, and adequate internal hydration, you create what researchers call a synergistic effect on skin firmness and muscle tone. The nutrition provides the raw materials. The exercise provides the structural support. The hydration provides the cellular environment in which both repair processes can function at their best. Together, they work on the upper arm problem from 3 directions simultaneously. And the results my patients experience when they commit to all 3 consistently for 8 weeks are genuinely remarkable. Not magazine cover results, not the arms of a 30-year-old, but firm, toned, comfortable, confident arms that you are happy to see in the mirror. Arms that feel like yours again. No gym required, no expensive treatments, no complicated meal plans. Just 3 simple, consistent daily habits that work with the biology of your body at 55, 65, and beyond. Before I close, I want to ask you something, and I genuinely want to hear from you because I read every comment. When you raise your arms or wear a short-sleeved shirt, how does that make you feel right now? Is it something you think about? Leave your answer below and tell me which of these 3 strategies you are going to start with first. Your answer might be exactly the encouragement someone else needs to take their first step. And if you know a friend, a sister, or someone in your life who has mentioned feeling self-conscious about their arms, please share this video with them today. It costs nothing to share, and it could genuinely change how they feel about themselves this summer and every summer after. I'm Dr. Victoria Wells. Your arms have carried you through a lifetime of beautiful moments. Let's give them the care they deserve.